Hello children, welcome back to my channel. Now I am dealing with 10th class maths coordinate geometry. In that I am dealing with trisectional points of a line. So what do you mean by trisection? Tri means three parts of a line. So let us just draw a line. This is a line segment A and B, and if you have 2 points here P and Q in such a way that these are dividing this as 1 unit, 1 unit, 1 unit, AP is equal to PQ is equal to QB, then these 2 points are called as trisectional points because these 2 points are dividing this line segment into 3 equal parts. Now the question here is, you need to find out what are the coordinates of P and what are the coordinates of Q. We will understand with the help of an example sum. Example 12. What is this example 12 said? Find the coordinates. Find the coordinates of trisection of the points of trisection of the line segment joining A 2, -2 and B -7, 4. So A value 2, -2 ordered pair, B -7, 4. These are the ordered pairs of A and B. You need to find out what is the ordered pair of P, what is the ordered pair of Q, and what type of points these are. These are trisecting the given line segment. So let us see how to do this. What is given to us? Coordinates of A is equal to 2, -2. You will consider it as x1 and y1. And coordinates of B -7, 4, x2 and y2. Now let us take P. P divides AB in which ratio, children? P divides AB. From here to here, it is 1. And from here to here, 1, 2. It is 2. So that means P divides AB in 1:2 ratio. Since P is dividing AB in 1:2 ratio, we can take M1 as 1 and M2 as 2. Now you need coordinates. Coordinates, x coordinate of P, you have got M1 x2 plus M2 x1 by M1 plus M2. So that means how much it is? M1 is 1 into x2 -7 plus M2 is 2 into x1 2 by M1 plus M2 1 plus 2. So how much are you getting here? This is equal to minus 1 into -7 is -7 plus 4 by 3. That means -3 by 3, that is -1. So P of x is equal to -1. Now you have to go for P of y. P of y formula M1 y2 plus M2 y1 by M1 plus M2. So M1, that is 1 into y2. So what is y2? 4 plus m2. What is m2? We have got m2 is 2 into y1. What is y1? Minus 2 by 1 plus 2. So, how much are you getting here? You are getting 4 ones are 4 plus into minus. Minus 2 twos are 4 by 3. These two will get cancelled. 0 by 3, that is equal to 0. So, P of y is equal to 0. Therefore, P of x comma y is equal to, what is that x? Minus 1 comma 0. So, these are the coordinates of P, children. We have done by using this formula. I need to now find out coordinates of Q. So, if you copy this, I am going to talk about Q. Now, let us see Q coordinates. We have done till now P coordinates. Now let us see Q coordinates. So here if you see, P is dividing AB in 1:2 ratios. This is 1 plus 1 2. So Q is dividing. See, this is Q. From here to here, 1 plus 1 2, and this is 1. So Q divides AB in 2:1 ratio. Therefore, M1 is 2, M2 is 1. Q of x is equal to M1 x2 plus M2 x1 by M1 plus M2. M1 2 into x1. So this is x1, y1, x2, y2. x2 is minus 7 plus m2 is 1, y1 is minus 2. So minus 14 and this is minus 2 by 2 plus, let me write here to it, m1 by m2. m1 is 2 into x2. x2 is minus 7 plus m2 into x1 2 by 2 plus 1, that is minus 14 plus 2 by 6 minus by 3, by 3, that is 12 by 3, 3 fours are minus 4 is Q of x. Now Q of y. Q of y is equal to m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. So you have got m1. What is m1? 2 into x1 is again 2 plus m2. m2 how much you have got? 1 into y1. y1. y1 is minus 2. m2 y1. m1 is how much you have got? 2 into y2. y2 is 4. y2 is 4. y2 is 4. So m1 y2 plus m2 and y1 by m1 plus m2. 8 minus 2 by 3, 6 by 3, that is 2. So Q of y is equal to 2. So Q of x comma y is equal to minus 4 comma 2. So the problem is about find out coordinates. Coordinates of, let us take each one here. P is equal to, how much we have got? Minus 1 comma 0 and Q is equal to minus 4, comma 2. This is the answer, children. Please note it down. Now do this first problem, children. Find the trisectional points of a line segment joining 2, 6 and minus 4, 8. So let me draw the line segment. This is AB is the line segment. Coordinates of A 2, 6. Coordinates of B minus 4, 8. That means it is x1, y1, x2, y2. So these are the points P and Q, coordinates which are trisecting. So P divides AB in 1:2 ratio and Q divides AB in 2:1 ratio. Now coordinates of P and Q they are asking. So let us directly go with the problem, children, instead of writing this. So P divides AB in 1:2 ratio. Therefore, P of x, M1 and M2 we will write first. That is important. So we will write that. Therefore, M1 is equal to 1 and M2 is equal to 2. So P of x, M1 x2 plus M2 x1 by M1 plus M2. That is equal to M1 x2 minus 4 plus M2 2 x1 2 by 1 plus 2. That means how much? Minus 4 plus 4 by 3. These two will get cancelled. 0. 0 by 3, that is equal to 0. Therefore, P of x is equal to 0. Now, let us go for P of y. P of y, M1 y2 plus M2 y1 by M1 plus M2. What is M1? 1 into y2. Y2 is 8 plus M2 2 into y1. Y1 is 6 by 1 plus 2. 8 plus 2 6 are 12 by 3, 20 by 3. So Q of y is equal to 20 by 3. That means Q of x comma y is equal to 0 comma 20 by 3. We have got P, children. Now let me do for Q. Q of x and Q of y we will do. Q of x is equal to M1 x2 plus M2 x1. First we have to divide, we have to write this now. How many, what is the ratio we have to write? So Q divides AB in which ratio? See, Q is dividing 2:1 ratio. 2:1 ratio. Therefore, M1 is 2, M2 is 1. Q of x is equal to M1 x2 plus M2 x1 by M1 plus M2. So M1 is 2 into x2. x2 is here, x2 minus 4 plus M2. M2 is 1 into x1. x1 is 2 by 2 plus 1. So how much you are getting? Minus 8 plus 2 by 3. Minus 6 by 3 minus 2. Therefore, Q of x is equal to minus 2. Now Q of y, m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. So m1 is 2 into y2. What is y2? 8 plus m2 is 1 into y1 6 by 2 plus 1. That is equal to 2 8 are 16 plus 6 by 3, that is 22 by 3. So Q of y is equal to 22 by 3. So Q of x comma y is equal to minus 2 comma 22 by 3. So the answer coordinates of P is equal to, how much we have got? 0 comma 20 by 3. Q is equal to, what is Q of x we have got? Q of x is minus 2 comma 22 by 3. These two are the answers for this bit, children. All sums are of same type. Only the thing you have to substitute the values and your calculation should be perfect. Now do this second sum, children. Same type of problem. Find the trisectional points of a line segment joining minus 3 comma minus 5 and minus 6 comma minus 8. So procedure is same. A and B, minus 3 comma minus 5, minus 6 comma minus 8. This is P, this is Q. P divides AB in 1:2 ratio. Q divides AB in 2:1 ratio. So we'll write with P. P divides AB in 1:2 ratio. Therefore, m1 is equal to 1 and m2 is equal to 2. P of x, m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2. m1 is 1 into x2 minus 6 plus m2 is 2 x1 minus 3 by 1 plus 2 minus 6 minus 6 by 3. Okay, that means minus 12 by 3, that is minus 4. Therefore, P of x is equal to minus 4. Now, P of y, m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. m1 is 1 into y2 minus 8. I have not written here x1 y1, x2 y2, y2 minus 8 plus m2 2 into y1 minus 5 by 1 plus 2. That is equal to minus 8 minus 10 by 3 minus 18 by 3, that is equal to minus 6. Therefore, P of y is equal to minus 6. Therefore, P of x comma y is equal to minus 4 comma minus 6. You have got for P. Now, let us go for Q. Q divides AB in 2:1 ratio. Therefore, m1 is 2 and m2 is 1. Q of x is equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2. That is equal to m1 is 2 into x2. x2 is minus 6 plus m2 is 1 into x1 minus 3 by 2 plus 1. That is equal to minus 12 minus 3 by 3 minus 15 by 3, that is equal to minus 5. Therefore, Q of x is equal to minus 5. Q of y is equal to m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. m1 is 2 into y2. y2 is minus 8 plus m2 is 1 into y2. What is y2? y1 m2 y1. y1 is minus 5 by 2 plus 1. That is equal to minus 16 minus 5 by 3 minus 21 by 3 minus 7. So this is equal to minus 7. Therefore, Q of y is equal to minus 7 and Q of x comma y is equal to minus 5 comma minus 7. So let us write the solution. Therefore, coordinates of P is equal to, how much we have got for coordinates of P? Minus 4 comma minus 6 and Q is equal to minus 5 comma minus 7. These two are the answers of this problem, children. Please note it down. Now, the other part of this is, children, centroid of a triangle. So let us first have a recollection of what is this centroid. You have done in your lower classes, children. If it is a triangle ABC, the definition of centroid is point of concurrence of the medians of a triangle. This is the definition, children. Concurrence means where the 3 points meet. What is the meaning of concurrence? Concurrence means the point through which all the given lines pass through. That is called concurrence. Point of concurrence means what? Where the point through which all the given lines pass through. So here given lines are medians. Point of concurrence means, centroid means point of concurrence of medians of a triangle. So you may have a doubt about median. These are all previous knowledge, children. Once I wanted to give you the definitions again. Median means the line joining the midpoints of a side, or we can talk about midpoints of a side of the triangle to its opposite vertex. opposite vertex. That means for children, suppose I have taken BC as a side. This is the midpoint, D is the midpoint. So this midpoint and opposite vertex is A. If I join this A and D, this is called as median. So like this, because triangle has three sides, all the three sides, see this is one median and this is one median. So all the three medians are intersecting at a point. So now the point of, here certain notes for centroid children, the point of concurrence. Otherwise I will write the centroid of the centroid is denoted by G. This point is denoted by G, and G divides, another important point is G divides the median in 2:1 ratio. These are all points we have learnt earlier, children. So this is 2, this is 1. This is 2, this is 1. This is 2, this is 1. So every median is divided by the centroid in 2:1 ratio. This is a small introduction about the centroid, children, which if you have this knowledge only, you can do these sums. And one more thing, derivation of centroid formula is very important. They will give you a question, derive centroid of a triangle and find out the centroid. With the help of that formula, find out the centroid of, they will give the vertices of a triangle. So now I am going to teach you how to derive the centroid. So for that I want you to have a general knowledge about this, which you have already studied in your previous classes. But once again, certain terminologies I wanted to explain so that the next teaching will be easy for me and also you will understand it easily. So actually the definition of centroid, point of concurrence of medians of a triangle. So again, the meaning of concurrence, if you don't know, concurrence means the point through which all the given line segments meet. So this is the meaning of this concurrence, children. So concurrence means the point through which all the given lines meet. So anything, any number of lines, if they are passing through the same point, that point is called point of concurrence. So here centroid means what? It is the point of concurrence of medians of a triangle. So what is a median? You may have a doubt. Median means what? It is the line segment drawn from the midpoint, the line joining the midpoint, the line segment. If you draw right, I think that is better, children. The line segment joining the midpoint of a side of a triangle to its opposite vertex. So if I take this side, opposite vertex is this. If I take this side, this is opposite vertex. If I take this side, this is opposite vertex. So midpoint and opposite vertex, if you join, it forms a the median. So like this, in a triangle, three sides are there, so three medians are there. All these three medians meet at a point that is called centroid. So the centroid is usually denoted by the letter G, and the characteristic property of this letter G is it divides the median in 2:1 ratio. If you have this knowledge, I can continue for derivation, children. So just copy it. This will be helpful to you, children. Copy it. Now let me talk about derivation of the triangle. So if I draw a triangle like this, A, B, C, D is the midpoint of the line segment BC and AD is the median. Now as I said, I'm not drawing all the three children, already I have explained. I'm taking only one centroid, and let us consider this is the point G. G divides AD in 2:1 ratio. So let us take coordinates of A is x1, y1, coordinates of B is x2, y2, coordinates of C is x3, y3. So what is given? You have got triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, coordinates of A is equal to x1, y1, and coordinates of B is equal to x2, y2, coordinates of C is equal to x3, y3, and AD is the median. Since AD is the median, therefore D is the midpoint of BC. Why I told you, median, it is dividing, it is the line segment joining from the midpoint of a base to AD. Therefore, what is D of x? D of x formula x1 plus x2 by 2. But in this case, x1 becomes x2. What is that? This becomes x1 plus x2. This is x2. X1 value is x2, children. Please don't get confused. This is the formula of median, children. This is formula of midpoint. In this, x1 means this value becomes x1 for median, and this becomes x2 for median. So x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 2 is D of x coordinate. And what is D of y coordinate? Formula is y1 plus y2 by 2. So in this case, this becomes y1 and this becomes y2. That means y2 plus y3 by 2. Don't get confused, children. These two are formulae I have written. These are formulae. Basing on the formulae, I have taken the values. Because now we are talking about midpoint of BC, coordinate of B, coordinate of C. Coordinate of B is x2, y2. Coordinate of C is x3, y3. So this becomes x1, y1 and this becomes x2, y2. Don't get confused. That is why in the place of x1, I have taken x2. In the place of x2, I have taken x3 by 2. In the place of y1, I have taken y2. In the place of y2, I have taken y3 by 2. So d of x comma y is equal to this. Now, we also know that G is the centroid. So this centroid divides G divides AB in 2:1 ratio. So again, section formula, section formula only. So here the G is dividing AB in 2:1 ratio means a trisection formula, children. M1 becomes 2 and M2 becomes 1. So what is G of x? M1 x2 plus M2 x1 by M1 plus M2. That is M1 is 2 into x2. x2 means what, children? x2 means this coordinate. So what are the coordinates here? x2 plus x3. I have no space, children, here. So I will write it here. A and D. Let me write it here. Afterwards, I will write it here. Coordinates of A and D. A is x1 and y1 only. and the D coordinates are how much? X2 plus X3 by 2, and this is X coordinate, y2 plus y3 by 2 are the coordinates of D. So, what you will be taking? This you will be taking as x1, this y1, and this is x2 and y2. Please don't get confused, children. Here and here, don't get confused. Because we are talking about AD. Coordinate means G is the point on AD. Just like how trisectional formula we have done, in the same way we are doing it here. G is dividing AD in 2:1 ratio. So the formula is same, m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus f2. But in this case, we are talking about coordinate of A and coordinate of D. Coordinate of D I have derived here. I have got x2 plus x3 by 2, y2 plus y3 by 2. That only I have written here. So coordinates of D becomes x2 and y2. Coordinates of A becomes x1 and y1. So in this case, we are going to write m1 is 2 into x2. x2 is x1 plus x3 by 2 plus m2 1. x1 is 1 by 2 plus 1. 2 and 2 will get cancelled. So I will be getting x1. This is this is x2 plus x3, no? x2 plus x3 plus x1 by 3. Okay, therefore, g of x is equal to, I'll write it here as x1 plus x2, x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3. Now, let us go for g of y. G of y is equal to, I'll do it here. G of y is equal to m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. That is, m1 is 2 into y2. y2 is y2 plus y3 by 2 is y2 plus m2 y1 is this only by 2 plus 1. That is, 2 and 2 will get cancelled. y2 plus y3. m2 is how much we have got? m2 is 1. m2 is 1 into y1. y1, this is y1 by 3. y2 plus y3 plus y1 by 3. Therefore, g of y is equal to y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. So, basing on this centroid formula, children, this is what we have derived. Now, let me write centroid formula. Therefore, centroid formula is x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, comma y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. So this is the derivation of centroid formula, children. Derivation is very important. In some cases in the examination, they are asking you to derive centroid, and with the help of that formula, you find out the coordinates of centroid of a triangle. They will give the values here. When they give the values, you can get the numbers. Here only the derivation. The formula is x1 plus x2 plus x3. So x1 value, x2 value, x3 value. If you add and divide it by 3, you will be getting x coordinate. y1 plus y2 by 3 plus y3 by 3. If you do, you will be getting as a y coordinate of centroid. So actually, if they give you points and directly ask you find the centroid, directly you can use this formula and do it. In case if they ask you derive and do it, find out. Derive means this all definition, derivation you have to do. That becomes an essay type question, children. But please learn derivation also is very important. Note it down. With this, I'm going to conclude my topic today. In the next class, I'll be doing the next part.